NRS 369.220, signing and posting of license non-transferable, change of location. Each license shall, number 1, be signed by the licensee or the authorized representative of the licensee. Number 2, be posted in a conspicuous place in the premises for which it was issued. Number 3, be non-transferable except that prior written notice to the department, the location of the premises for which it was issued may be changed. NRS 446.842, food establishments will sell alcoholic beverages for consumption on premises required to post signs concerning birth defects, exception. Number 1, except as otherwise provided in subsection 5, each food establishment in which alcoholic beverages are sold by the drink for consumption on the premises shall post at least one sign that meets the requirements of this section in locations conspicuous to the patrons of the establishment. The conspicuous location described in the subsection may include, without limitation, a women's restroom that is located within the establishment. Number 2, each sign required by subsection 1 must not be less than 8.5 by 11 inches in size and must contain a notice in boldface type that is clearly legible and except as otherwise provided in paragraph A of subsection 4 in substantially the following form. Health warning: drinking wine, beer, and other alcoholic beverages during pregnancy can cause birth defects, and it must be posted in Spanish as well. The letters and the words health warning in the Spanish version in the sign must be written in not less than 40-point type, and the letters and all other words in the sign must be written in not less than 30-point type. Persons who are intoxicated and whom are gambling cannot be served any alcohol, and the alcohol they possess must be removed immediately from the drinker. The same goes for someone who appears to be under the influence of drugs. In some cities, it is illegal to serve a person who is already intoxicated. It is illegal for persons to smoke marijuana in any establishment or any in public areas. If they are smoking marijuana, you must have the person quit smoking immediately. It wouldn't hurt to document what happened as well. Because you, as a server, seller of alcoholic beverages, make the decision to serve or sell alcohol to someone or not, you can have a direct impact on DUIs and stopping drunk driving. You are one of the first lines of defense to stop someone from driving under the influence of liquor and/or drugs. It's a violation of Nevada law to drive under the influence of alcohol, DUI. That is with a blood alcohol concentration, a BAC of 0.08 or higher. For drivers under 21, it's 0.02% or higher. And for commercial drivers, it's 0.04 or higher. Driving with a BAC or above the legal limit is an offense in and of itself. However, courts can convict drivers of DUI with a lower BAC. That's because lower levels impair some people. On the other hand, many people have great tolerance, so illegal levels don't impair them. However, they can't present this as fact, as evidence in their defense. The exact penalties for DUI depend upon the circumstances and the judge who hears the case. Generally, first DUI, imprisonment for 2 days to 6 months or community service of 96 hours. A fine of $400 to $1,000. Driving license revocation for 90 days. Required DUI school attendance. Possible order to complete substance abuse treatment. Second DUI within 7 years. Imprisonment or home arrest for 10 days to 6 months. Fine of $750 to $1,000. Driving license revocation for 1 year. Mandatory community service of 100 to 200 hours. Possibility of vehicle registration suspension. Possible order for substance abuse treatment program or clinical supervision for up to 1 year. Third DUI within 7 years. Imprisonment for 1 to 6 years. Fine of $2,000 to $5,000. Driver's license revocation for 3 years. Possible suspension of vehicle registration. Other important facts. Having a passenger under the age of 15 at the time of the DUI leads to additional penalties. A DUI causing serious injury or death leads to imprisonment for 3 years. The fine is $2,000 to $5,000, and the license suspension is for 3 years. It is illegal to drive with opened alcoholic containers anywhere in a vehicle except the trunk. However, it is legal to have them in the living areas of a motorhome or RV. It's also legal to have them in the passenger areas of a bus, taxi, or limousine. In order for alcohol to be consumed in a licensed premises, the establishment has to be open to the public. In other words, once the establishment closes, no more drinking. That includes employees having drinks after work once the establishment is closed. This concludes Module 4. Let's do a little recap. In this module, you learned about the basic liquor laws in Nevada and that each county and city might have different laws. You learned what duties persons under the age of 21 can do while working in an establishment that sells and/or serves alcohol. You learned about the penalties for persons under 21 years of age being served or sold to, as well as the penalties a minor faces when they purchase alcoholic beverages, and you also learned about DUI.